Hi, hello guys, it's me Beata from Horoscopes and Readings.com, and today I read one interesting comment from one of you viewers of my channel of Modern Astrology, and this comment was from a lady who basically wrote me that they have Lilith aspects in Synastry and another difficult aspect, which is Pluto square Sun, where she is Pluto, and in Lilith's aspect she is Lilith. And she wrote me that she decided to remove herself from this relationship because she actually witnessed how her person gets obsessive over her when they are together. She also wrote that this actually, is very painful even for her to do so, but somehow this connection felt not healthy. So, first of all, thank you very much for this comment. When I read this comment, I immediately realized that you for sure have a lot of awareness about what's up, what's going on, and what is healthy and unhealthy dynamic in a relationship. And secondly, I actually realized that this could be remedy, especially for difficult Lilith contacts. I mean, this is, by the way, very rare that person who is Lilith is this, aware about this type of dynamic to degree that a person will actually, goes away from this relationship or will put the stop to this relationship. This for sure could be a remedy for this, but let me tell you, most of the people, especially people who are Lilith in relationship, they are not aware about the power they hold over another person, or even how they can actually hurt another person. They are rather unaware about this one. Our viewer, she also wrote me that she doesn't want to hurt that person, right? It's not her intention, but she somehow sees how obsessive this guy gets when they are together. So this is very interesting because this is not the first time when someone who should be, the person who is giving this type of unhealthy energy is telling me that they don't want to do that, they don't want to hurt that person, right? Recently I also had very interesting comment about Neptune and Venus square, and also Neptune person wrote me that they don't want to hurt Venus person. So how come this can be difficult? I don't know how to put it into the words, but obviously we all are learning our lessons here on Earth, and somehow it is always wired perfectly for our growth, but this doesn't mean that we like it, or that we even enjoy our lessons. Certainly no. And every time because we are able to assess in Synastry whose person is pretty much bringing the damage into the relationship. But yes, funny thing is that that person may not be aware of that, may don't want it, right? That person may be very kind in their heart, but still the dynamic in their Synastry, or the result of it, is that there will be damage, and this relationship can actually hurt another person. I will say that we all probably can agree that we don't want to hurt people intentionally. You know, if you are not like a sociopath or psychopath, or if you don't have any, let's say, problems with your mental health, or which, you know, majority of people don't want to hurt other people in relationships. But when I see in Synastry that you know, couple has a bunch of aspects between personal planet's person and another person's Lilith, or there are some difficult contacts between Pluto and personal planet or Neptune, I will say that outer planet person or Lilith person will harm that person in some way. And I have to, you know, add to this monologue something else, because, you know, as our viewer wrote me, I don't want to hurt him, you know, it's not my intention. So of course it is not your intention, it is not my intention either. But if we end up in a relationship where we are playing this role of, you know, destroyer in a sense, it's not about it's not always, sometimes it is obviously, but it's not always about our actions. Sometimes even, you know, something in our energy will trigger that person, and they will pretty much assume or expect some sort of hurt, and in many cases they are able to manifest. First, they are projecting something onto you, which can be very hurtful, but at the end of the day, their fear is so strong that they will manifest this into the reality, and it's gonna be the truth. So one example of many, I can tell you something, you know, personal. From my like last experience, that guy, he was still fearing, you know, he was still afraid that I'm going to leave him, you know. And you know, first when he said that, I was very surprised, because obviously I didn't consider leaving him and I was totally happy. But you know, this was pretty much coming from his, let's say, past experiences, and he somehow, you know, was very anxious about me leaving him. So yes, you know, from time to time he repeated it that I might leave him, you know. Well, you know, I had no doubts at first that I don't want to leave him, but as time progressed, well, I eventually left him, even though I would not, you know, agree with this in the first place. So what happened? His biggest fear actually manifested in me leaving him. So yeah, we have to be very mindful, and we have to really watch our demons and our fears, and we really have to devote ourselves into healing, because this is how it ends, you know. So there is a lot of going on in unconscious. Even with Lilith, you know, Pluto is very, very much 8th house, very unconscious energy and a lot of shadows, but Lilith as well, you know. So this is not about that if you are Lilith in Synastry, you are a bad person. Not at all, because let me tell you, you probably have no idea what your person is experiencing unless you are very awoke, as our viewer is, because she was able to pick on those nuances that her person gets obsessive very quickly when they are together. So this is rare, this is rather rare, but you know, if you are on a spiritual journey, as probably most of us are, when we are watching this type of videos, this can also be trained, you know. It is not easily recognizable, but if you are in a awakened state of your mind and of your being, you will know. So this was my analysis. Thank you very much for this comment. I really do like it. I really do appreciate it. If you want, you can book me on a personal reading. I can offer you a bunch of horoscopes. Check it out on my website horoscopesandreadings.com, or you know, just see the description below this video. Everything essential is listed there. So have a good day and bye bye.